The Martian 2015, the novel it's based on, which I read when it was still a self-published book. I was very early, not the first person ever to read the book, but I was there at a very early stage when I read the book, and I bought it for the Kindle for 77p, and it was amazing. It is one of the best books I have ever read. It was brilliant, and I read it and I thought to myself, this is the big summer blockbuster of 2000 and X. If Hollywood does not make this into a great big massive expensive blockbuster, then what is the point of Hollywood? This is what Hollywood is designed to do. Hollywood's very purpose is to turn this book into a movie. It's not a deep book, character-wise. The writer he very much wrote the Hollywood blockbuster version of the story, not the cheap, low-budget indie movie version. It was not a deep character study. It was all about plot, about an astronaut, a very simple character, the astronaut, solving problems, endless problems. But on that level, as a non-character piece, it was phenomenal. It is a truly great book. And so, as soon as they actually made the movie, I was there in the cinema watching it, and I loved it. I thought they did an excellent job. I have no complaints with this, and it was a great movie. And now I have seen it 4 times in total, and it remains a great movie. I just think it's a great story, very interesting, very compelling, very, very well made. I have no complaints apart from one thing. I mean, the movie is just perfect, really. My only problem is the ending when we get into space and they rescue him in orbit. That sequence just goes on too long, and I think if the movie wasn't so long, if the movie was 90 minutes and then this 20-minute rescue, it wouldn't be so bad, but it's like 2 hours and then a 20-minute rescue. I think by that point it's a case of, let's kind of wrap this up a bit quicker, please. It goes on a bit. There's some unnecessary complications at the climax, and it just adds up to a lot more running time than it really needs for the rescue. So if I was intelligent, what I would do in future would be to get to that section and then stop the movie and go away and do something else for half an hour and then come back while I'm fresher, and I might enjoy the rescue sequence so much more. But as it is, you watch the 2 hours of him on Mars and it's great, excellent, brilliant stuff, some of the very best stuff I've ever seen in film or in a book as well. And then there's a 20-minute rescue, which just, as I say, it's just a bit too much, and it isn't that compelling in comparison to the Mars stuff. But anyway, I would say it's an almost perfect movie. I really love it. It's absolutely one of my favourite novels of all time, and one of my favourite movies of all time. It is a phenomenal piece of work. Just such a great story. Fascinating story. Really, really like it. 10 out of 10.